My name is Fako Hakane. I'm the Secretary General of the Lesotho Chamber of Commerce and Industry and a member of the Management Board of LCCI. My colleague will introduce herself.
My name is Mamkulani Kubudi. I'm the Management Board member of the Lesotho Chamber of Commerce and Industry.
Thank you. Following our meeting that we had earlier on leadership alignment, where we discussed resource mobilization and realized that forming partnerships with the different stakeholders can be a viable tool to achieving our resource mobilization strategy. I would like you to elaborate on how can we best approach these partners in trying to partner with them, and whether in trying to partner with them, you've come across any challenges so far.
Thank you very much for your question. I should from the onset mention that we've had some collaboration with various donor agencies. For starters, I would say African Development Bank. We've had some workings or dealings with African Development Bank where they had a project named Fund for African Private Sector Assistance. This is whereby 8 business associations worked together under LCCI, because LCCI was the executing agency, where they were where they were actually capacitating the business associations. It is, since we've had a clean, or rather an audit, a clean audit, we think it would not be a problem to approach African Development Bank, because they have various projects in their fold. It was very pleasing for us to have an unqualified audit from the African Development Bank, so that obviously speaks volumes. We also had TFO Canada. TFO Canada, which is a very donor agency which we are dealing with now. We've had dealings with them prior to this one, and they have trained a lot of our SMMEs, and they even went further to take some of our trainees to New York, where they were exposed to further to the fairs which were held by the international communities. The third one would be US aid. They've also come to the party, and we've had good working relations with them. And so that all these donors that I have mentioned are very game in the sense that we've had good working relations with them, and they can be approached to assist wherever we have some shortcomings. I think I'll mention those 3 with the hope that it will satisfy you, Madam, your question.
Thank you. Thank you for your response, Mr. Hakane. Following what was discussed in the meeting, we think that there might be lack of collaboration between the head office and district offices of the LCCI. How do we ensure that there is collaboration in order to ensure that the resource mobilization strategy is carried out as a success?
I would like to mention that we are the headquarters, and the headquarters has got what we call associate members. Associate members are, big business. which is basically the financial institutions and the insurance companies, the corporates, let me just put it that way. And they also have what we call affiliates. Affiliates are groupings that have constitutions that do not in any way are against the constitution of LCCI. These two categories are mainly controlled here at the head office. The district chapters, you know that Lesotho has got 10 districts, and all these 10 districts affiliate to the chairman. They are semi-autonomous. Yes, if they have any challenges in their daily, dealings, they can elevate their challenges to LCCI. Then we can help. But otherwise, it's just a question of disseminating information. The information that we may have that would be beneficial to them can be disseminated to the districts. And there are expectations from the head office that the people in the district chapters have to do things themselves. They have to ensure that they keep their offices vibrant and open at all times, doing everything they can to sort of find other avenues of funding or revenues getting into their coffers. And it is not going to be a very difficult task for us to disseminate the information that we get here in the head office, because we have structures that we really affiliate to or subscribe to. We have in our region what we call ASCI. ASCI is Association of Southern Chambers of Commerce and Industry, which is, for this region. And that ASCI is an apex body within the SADC region. Then there is another structure called PASI. PASI is Pan-African Chambers of Commerce and Industry, which is headquartered in Ethiopia. It's also, we are also members to that one. Then of course the big one, ICC, International Chambers of Commerce. And all the information that we get can easily be disseminated to our respective districts. So it is not going to be a problem, and it has never been a problem. It can only be a problem when people that are elected or chosen to run such districts do not perform their duties. That's all I can say about that one.
Thank you, Mr. Hakane. Now that leads me to my final question, following what you just said. Specifically, how best can we mobilize resources for all the 10 districts? Who oversees the execution of this?
I'm of an opinion that for us to sort of mobilize that, it would have to be via the headquarters, which is the Lesotho Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And it is only proper that it should be done that way. Because if we were to allow districts to be mobilized on their own, maybe from partners outside our shores, we would be risking that money laundering schemes which have really crippled a lot of economies in the world. So if any aid comes our way, it is not going to be a problem for us for it to trickle down to our districts. I would like to be as brief as that.
Thank you. I think that's all. Unless you have something to add on what Mr. Hakane said.
No, I think that day is just perfect. Everything is fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.